Be honest, how bad is the dating scene here from 1 to 10?
4 or 5.
That's pretty bad.
I feel like people here are like
About 3.
Oh, that's really bad.
It's very backstabbing and you can never know what's like truly going on. But
Really?
it's really hard to find the true one.
It's definitely a 3.
3. Why?
It's hard to meet people in Vancouver.
It's like a 7. It's kind of bad, but it's not the worst.
For me, it's been like okay, but I'm not sure like long term. I'm only visiting for like a week right now.
I don't think it's that bad.
Have you found it hard to date here?
Yeah, literally. I just went on like a Tinder date like
Yeah.
a week ago. It was like so fucking scary. He seemed nice. He was literally a lawyer. So I was like, okay, he's like educated. Must be a nice guy. He just was like low-key classist.
I keep hearing this from male, female, gay people, like just anybody. Yeah, it's hard dating online. I met someone, but it was not the person, the actual person. When they start asking for money, that's how I knew that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, people are honestly flaky, but, like, it's so fucking expensive here. Most people I know have 2 or 3 fucking jobs anyway.
And then you have no time to date.
Yes.
Do you feel that people keep their options open too much in Vancouver?
I think people do that everywhere. People always have someone on the side.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially in, like, the queer community. Like, the poly, like, part of the community is, like, very prominent.
Very open.
And, like, part of that to me, like, does feel kind of like, yeah, just trying to keep your options open, like, a little bit. Like, yeah, people, like, don't want to, like, commit or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a lot to commit to, like, one person.
Yeah, like they like who they're talking to, but like everyone's kind of just like, oh, well, I could get better. I think that's like a very negative mindset.
Personally, yes, in Vancouver, it's really hard. Like, you never know.
They're not really looking for long-term relationship. They prefer just something that's quick.
I'll stay with my cousin, his roommates. A lot of them are into like ethical non-monogamy,
Oh, I think that.
polygamy. So I think one like West Coast culture, and there's a lot of like free spirits in Vancouver and like a certain level of flakiness. And it can also, I'm not saying it's like an excuse, but they can use it as an excuse.
Yes, but I don't think that's a Vancouver thing specifically. I think people in general are very like, everyone's too scared to actually commit.
Do you think the cost of living makes dating harder just because it's pretty expensive to go on dates?
Yeah. Food in general, I would say, and stuff is like more expensive. Like now when I'm doing dates, it's just like park hangs. We're not going out to like bars or like restaurants or anything like big anymore. We're still dating, but it's just like very like mild.
Yeah, I mean, when one drink costs like $15 to $20, like you could not be buying a lot of those. It's a big waste of money.
Yeah. Like as soon as you get a girlfriend,
Yeah.
it's double. Like your like $30 dinner is like
60.
70, yeah, 80. You gotta get drinks, you know what I mean? Dessert. You don't want to be cheap.
Yeah, that's definitely because people can afford their own space often, right?
Yes, 100%. Unless you're earning really good money, it's difficult to then like take someone out. Even if you're splitting things, it still gets expensive. Doesn't matter if you're splitting the date or not. Like I just spent $50 on brunch on my own. So like, yeah, it's an expensive place to date at.
Yeah.
It could be expensive, but I think we are in Vancouver, so there's a lot of cheap options for a date to go out. It's hard if you don't have a car, but there's ways around it. If you want it to happen, you can make it happen.
Would you swipe right on someone just because they have a car?
Yeah. Well, like, is that fucked up? Literally, no, that's like a deal breaker. I always say this to my friends. Deal breaker if the guy doesn't have a car. Maybe like car, not necessarily, and it doesn't have to be fancy.
Yeah, just,
Like we're not talking Porsche.
to get around.
As long as he's like he can drive you places, pick you up, take you home. I don't know if this is like hot take, but like I think it's trashy to be like taking the bus.
What's the wildest excuse that you've ever heard for someone canceling a date?
Okay, I'll tell you the wildest excuse I've given.
Uh-oh.
I was hanging out with this girl and I invited her over and we were just hanging out. And then I realized that I didn't want to be in her presence any longer. I went to the washroom and I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, just drop her home. So then I came back and I was like, I'm really tired. Like, is it okay if I drop you off? And she was really confused. And I was like, I'm sorry. But it's better than like misleading her.
What is the worst dating app out there, do you think?
The really main popular ones, Hinge, Tinder.
Definitely Yuba, because it's like,
For the youth,
yeah, it's for kids. Yeah, it's like a Tinder for
gotta be-
kids.
Yeah.
What?
It raises them young. It teaches about like infidelity at a young age.
What? What's it called?
Yubo, Y-U-B-O. Hopefully I don't get canceled for saying that.
What is harder in Vancouver? Finding a relationship or finding a cheap apartment?
I think finding an apartment is easier. I don't know. I've had way more luck finding housing than like good solid relationships, you know?
Actually, this is a very funny question. I know there's a lot of homeless. There are couples and they actually get along.
So it's
Because
harder to find a house.
Yes, like you see
Wow.
people living in this park and they actually couple. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of jealous.
Dating apps or run clubs? What's a better place to meet someone?
I think run clubs. Me, dating apps never will do it. But if you meet someone in person, I think that's way
Yeah,
better.
some other group activity.
Yeah.
Run clubs have become the new dating app. Like, I know motherfuckers that have never. Oh, wait, you can censor me, but I know people that have never ran a day in their life that bought like owns and they bought like whole new running gear
Yep.
just to like go get a girl. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Well, if you want a girlfriend, you start running.
No, I just won't go. I might be on Tinder.
Run clubs for sure. I don't like running, but there's lots of friendly people who
Well,
are
you should start
athletic.
liking running.
I should. Maybe that's why I'm not meeting anyone.
The problem.